Well, hello there. May the peace, blessings and mercy of God be upon us all as we strive for the truth together. Your friend Grace here. Now, if you're anything like me, wild religions, every kind of topic is very interesting to you. And since we're on the topic of Islamic convert stories, I decided to watch a few today and record my reactions, I guess. Is this the kind of content that's interesting? I don't know. No, I'm just procrastinating so I can write out a longer, more in-depth response to some of the points that were raised on the past few videos. So yeah, my first reaction video. Let's see how we go. So this one's my Revert story, emotional I accepted Islam from. I'm not even going to be able to say that. So let's give it a whirl.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about something very personal to me. She was really awesome, and she would pick me up and take me to church with her.
Okay, so I shouldn't be judging so early into the movie, but already we've got references to someone who doesn't seem to really understand the doctrine of Christianity has said that she attended church. Does she articulate the gospel? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Go back and pray with your magic carpet. And
that's a pretty good joke.
we would fight and stuff, but then he would obviously push us away and be like, "You'll leave me alone." And slowly, after I would say 8 years in total, I think I was about 20.
She's going through a lot of stuff here, but it's interesting how she's not, in a sense, concerned by it. She's not making an attempt to outreach, and one of the things that friends talk about is that if someone truly believes the gospel, they're going to want to share it with as many people as possible. They're going to want to go and tell other people. And so it's interesting that that fruit isn't in her life, in a sense. So I wouldn't say that she's, I'd make the claim, maybe I would say it's likely that she's probably not truly either understood the gospel or what it meant, or at least she hasn't trusted in it herself.
The first time I prayed, it was probably the most amazing feeling in my life. I felt like a new human being, Oh my god, I feel emotional.
That's really interesting. She's talking about how the first time she prayed, she felt like a new human being and things like that. And this is why I'm always so apprehensive about letting my worldview be defined on feelings. Because let me go out on a limb here. A lot of people feel things. Pentecostals feel things, That's pretty much what the entire Mormon religion is based on, feeling this thing and stuff like that. So keep in mind, never let facts be determined by your feelings. Never let something as big as your whole worldview be based on an emotional experience you had once. And I say that if you're a Christian, or I say that if you're a Muslim or an atheist or whatever else. Never let your full worldview be based solely on your feelings, because that's a dangerous rabbit hole. I know it would be interesting if she was in a different scenario at a time. Let's say if her sisters were Hindu at the time and she felt the exact same way, would she have converted to Hinduism? Interesting question. She seems like a sweet lass. I just kind of wish that I would be interested if she, in a sense, what would change if she actually was in a different scenario at that time that she determined that Islam was true. See, there's a Muslim convert channel, but I want interviews like more people saying, okay, this one. Why I became Muslim, Revert story, niqab queen. Did I say that right?
Revert story. In 2017, I became a Muslim. Before I was an atheist.
Atheist. Ooh. Canadians.
So many holes in the entire foundation of Christianity that I had never actually believed in God when I was a child. Which, and this is why giving dawah is so important. Sometimes there's Islam all around you, but
giving dawah is important. Give me all the dawah. Challenge me on every point. I look forward to it.
A liberal, because we're told in Canada that if you're liberal,
yes, I do agree with her on that point. A lot of people treat like religion is just like an add-on to a personality kind of thing. You can really tell the difference between someone who is religious and someone who is practicing religion by how central it is to their lives. But I agree that of course there's always going to be fans on the outside in a sense, and there's going to always be the more die-hard kind of people, but yeah.
Beliefs deep inside were conservative. So a lot of people over the years said some bad things about Muslims, especially in the West.
That is so true. Canadians are so liberal. Actually, the majority of Canadians are quite conservative on the political spectrum, but they call themselves liberal. It's an interesting thing that is weird.
These countries, I thought people were all living in the sand.
They all live in the sand. Some people. That was a joke. I'm not saying that. But that's sometimes the image portrayed to Westerners.
Because that's kind of the image that I was taught. Halal restaurants, and I would go out and try these halal restaurants. I had always defended the niqab or the hijab.
I'd be interested to see what kind of her defense of the hijab and stuff like that are. Like, why would she justify it? What kind of justification would come from? I guess I'll just have to watch more videos.
Some scientific videos which talk about the scientific miracles of the Quran.
So the scientific miracles of the Quran, she's referencing as a main point as her conversion. Guess we'll have to go through the scientific miracles.
I've heard this before about other religions too.
That's a good assessment. She's heard it about in other religions. Good. Prophecy, yes.
There are actual things that absolutely nobody would know.
Like what?
No human would know or even think of to such a precise detail.
So there's things in the Quran that people wouldn't think about normally. But they were still human back then. They were pretty smart. Well, should give an example. Let's see. Okay, so 3 points so far. The scientific miracles, the linguistic miracles, and the preservation of the Quran are her 3 main points, which I find quite interesting. Would the preservation of the Quran be under linguistic miracles? I'm not sure. Let me know.
Our religion has not changed.
Our religion has not changed. That's a really big statement, because what defines as the religion? Is it the sacred texts themselves? And if I'm wrong, correct me here, but didn't the hadith, you've got different interpretations of the hadith in a sense, there's different styles of, clothing now that there was back then. So saying that your religion hasn't changed is quite a big statement.
Do you ask a Christian person, do you speak Aramaic?
Yes, there was a book or so written in Aramaic. But I have the Greek translation on my phone. Hold up, I've got to show you. Okay, Matthew 7, we're in the Injil. Do I want the translation awesome. I can get word by word translation. And not only that, I can cross-reference it with the hundreds of other verses that it's used in the exact same, so I can 100% know the translation, in what context it's being used and what other context it's being used. Does she know Arabic? I'd be interested if she knows classical Arabic.
Some of them will say, what is Aramaic? What's that?
Aramaic is the language Jesus spoke, if anyone's interested.
They don't even know what that is.
I'd be surprised if there's a Christian who is genuinely interested in the Bible and doesn't know that Jesus spoke Aramaic.
So with us, the Quran has not changed.
The Quran has not changed. Then do we have the original manuscript of the Quran? The original. The original. I'd be interested if we still have that. Otherwise, as bold as it is to say, we can't say that the Quran hasn't changed if we don't have the original manuscript to compare it with.
It's not like, new guy comes along, I feel this way, let's reform it.
I feel this way and let's reform it. That's why you need the scriptures! She's sassy, I like it. That was cute though. I will ask her a question. I have left a comment. God bless her. I hope she keeps pursuing the truth. I want to stick to girl videos because I'm sexist like that. And my phone's dying, so I think we'll just have one more. I'm getting ads. Christian missionary to Islam. Yes. Do I do the one that's the Christian missionary, or do I do the one with the same name as me? Christian missionary to Islam. Awesome. Found it. Hee. So we're watching from Christian missionary to Islam from Emily. Just Emily.
Hi, assalamu alaikum everybody. So some of you guys might know me. I grew up, like going to church all the time, going sometimes to synagogue in Beijing for high holy days.
What was she believing in? What was she believing in? Things that make you go,
When I had decided when I lost faith entirely, I was 16 and in China.
I wonder what was the actual cause of her losing faith. Was it her not feeling like she wanted to go to church all the time? Because I know for me that was one of the things I was like, I don't like going to church. This is boring and stuff like that. So I'm interested what reasons caused her to lose her faith. Was it her ability? I could list a whole long list of reasons why people lose their faith, but that'd be cool if you expand on it. Yeah, some very interesting points. I'd be interested in. So she sounded like it was almost, there wasn't exactly any. Would dawah be the right word in this sense, or any reasons, theological reasons why she converted and stuff like that? But I'll comment anyway. I think what was sweet is that she did talk about how life isn't perfect after any kind of conversion. I know Christianity is especially honest. I feel brutally honest with that sometimes. They're like, yeah, you could die for your faith, just as an FYI. But it's nice to see that Islam is not the only one in that regards. But I think I will probably reach my time limit with those videos. So that's all. Thanks for watching. You have a fantastic day. Please keep striving for the truth, and God bless. See ya.